I want to thank Mike Pence. I want to thank the Vice President. He just came and gave a great presentation to our members, really rallied our members around our efforts here to repeal and replace Obamacare. So I want to thank the Vice President for that. As you know, going back to the transition, we have been working hand in glove with the administration on this agenda, starting with this health care plan. Because we made a promise to all Americans. If elected, we will repeal and replace Obamacare. We will end this nightmare and put in place reforms that actually improve people's lives. Give people the ability to get the kind of health care that they want, not that the government's making them buy. So for families, you know what this means? For families, this means lower costs. It means more choices. It means a more vibrant marketplace where insurance companies compete against each other for your business, not some monopoly. Look, this system is collapsing. It is crashing. You know, and a lot of these insurers don't want to become monopolists. They have no choice because they're the last person standing. And so we have got to step in and arrest this problem, repeal this law, and replace it with a system that works for everybody. It also means, finally, returning power from Washington back to the states, back to doctors, back to families, back to patients. We are not just committed to this plan, we are committed to this process. This is an open, transparent process where the bill goes through regular order. The reason you're doing all of this reporting on the ups and the downs and the who's saying what is that is because we're going through a very transparent, open process. It goes through 4 committees. It's gone through 2 committees so far, 1 committee tomorrow, Rules Committee next week. That is called the legislative process, and we're very proud of this fact. As a governing party, we have a responsibility to do big things. As the governing party, we have the responsibility to tackle the big issues in this country that are facing us before they tackle us. So the bottom line is we made a promise to repeal and replace Obamacare, and we're going to keep our word. Questions?
We're going to go vote.
Oh, you got to go vote. Okay.
Some of us don't.
Yeah, sorry.
Some of us don't.
All right. So say hi to Beto.
We'll look
And
for
Will,
Beto
if they're
and,
there, hopefully, yeah, let me know. Yeah. Early to get in, we're having those kinds of conversations. What's happening in this legislative process? We're getting feedback from various members on how we can improve the bill. Now that we have the score, we know exactly what we're dealing with. So now that we have a score, we can incorporate feedback to improve this bill, to refine this bill, and those kinds of conversations are occurring between the White House, the House, and the Senate, and our members. It's premature to get into the conclusion of those things. Yeah.
Leader Pelosi wrote you a letter today asking.
I didn't see it yet. What is it? What
said
is?
that she'd like to see the CBO rescore the bill if you do amend it at the Rules Committee before there's a floor.
We're working with CBO and scoring it. I haven't seen Nancy's letter. Yeah, dude in the back. Who are you with? Okay, sorry.
Curious, Mr. Speaker, so last week you kind of presented this binary choice, and other leaders have suggested there's very little tweaking that can be done to stay within reconciliation. So I'm curious how that jives with what we are hearing from the White House, that there will be.
All of this is to conform.
How significant?
Totally legitimate question. Now that we have our score, because before our score, we weren't sure what we could do. Now that we have a score, we can make some necessary improvements and refinements to the bill. This is, by the way, the legislative process. We're halfway through the 4-committee process. And all of these things do, of course, have to conform with reconciliation. That's why it takes a little while to figure this out. That's why it takes a while to make sure that you guys know what the Byrd Rule is, that we conform with the Byrd Rule. So that's the ongoing legislative process that's happening. Chad. Wait, 2 Fox guys. She's all right.
Chairwoman
Sorry.
Black,
Sorry.
Chairwoman Black said this is a win for conservatives. I know that the Vice President and the whip met with the Tuesday group just a few minutes ago. If you're able to get the conservatives, what's the plan to get the moderates in your conference?
Our plan is to hit the sweet spot so we pass, so we
What
get,
is that sweet
our hand is the sweet spot that gets a big vote count, that gets us our passage, that gets all members happy. And here's what it is. Every House Republican, every Senate Republican, the President of the United States, we all campaigned and said, we're going to repeal and replace Obamacare if you give us the chance to do so. Well, here's our chance. We now have that chance. And so we're all collaborating to make sure that we get this exactly right. That's why we're taking 3 weeks to move this through the House. That's why we started drafting this a year ago, January. And that's why we're making sure that we make the refinements and the improvements we can. And by the way, we've heard from senators about this provision or that provision. This is just one half of the process. Once this bill goes to the House, the Senate takes it up, then they start their process over there as well. So that's how this works. Let's get a non-Fox person, just to be kind. Wong, then Casey. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. A federal judge in Hawaii has just blocked Donald Trump's revised travel ban, and I was wondering if you
Oh.
have any, something that you said you support.
Didn't know about that. I do think, yeah, absolutely I support it. I think it makes a lot of sense. We have gotten a lot of intelligence briefings about the lack of vetting standards from certain, or the ability to vet from certain countries. I have no doubt that this will stand.
Can you commit right now, you said you're going to take 3 weeks to put this through the House. Can you commit right now that you will put this to a floor vote?
Oh, I'm confident. Our members are going to keep their word because you know why? We told people we would repeal and replace Obamacare. It is within our power to do so. I won't give you, I'll let the majority leader talk about the schedule and the timing. Kevin, we had a snow day problem, as you know, so that threw our schedule off a little bit. I'll let the majority leader speak to the timing, but yes, we intend on bringing this through because this is keeping our word. Thank you, everybody. Oh, one more. Let me go with this guy. Tell me who.
With the Daily Caller, my name is Luke.
Okay, sorry,
I
Luke.
asked you about these 5 congressional IT guys that on February 2nd, the Capitol Police banned them. They earned their investigation
Right.
for abusing their positions. Capitol Police have been looking into it, but it's not clear that they really have the expertise to do the kind of physical forensics.
I won't speak to the nature of their investigation, but they're getting the kind of technical assistance they need to do that. This is under an active criminal investigation. Their capabilities are pretty strong, but they're also able to go and get the kind of help they need from other sources. Thank you.